Welcome back to Bodanza Disc Golf inside the van edition. You'll definitely be seeing a little bit more of it because I am going to be planning on doing a disc golf van tour, but we gotta talk. Let me fix my microphone situation though. I got this in here for a Bodanza battle tomorrow. Which one would be good? I just released this video today. How are we looking with the glitch? I think that should work. These last 2 months have been more than I could imagine. Well, honestly, it's not even been 2 months because September 9th, I released my in the bag video from before my first MA1 tournament, and it was my first video that got like a really solid reception. And since then, my channel has grown from 686 subscribers to, as of the time right now as I'm recording this, 3,343 subscribers. So almost quadrupling in that time. From the in the bag video, it's been mostly disc reviews, tournament vlogs, training videos, Bodanza battles, and a lot of those were in my daily video stretch that I did for a month straight, which I unfortunately had to stop about a week ago, and we'll explain why and kind of how that all ties into why I'm making this video. And that big subscriber growth has been awesome, but I'm also trying to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, and I think if we continue with that multiplier, it might be possible, so please hit the little subscribe button and the bell maybe. But all of this, I'm kind of calling season 1, and I think we're still in season 1 right now, and I'm going to be getting into my travel, content, life schedule, but all of that growth really leads me to my first big announcement. I'm launching a Patreon so that I can connect a little bit on a deeper level with a lot of you guys. I don't think this is going to be cool enough by the whole time I'm doing this video. Nope, I'm gonna burn myself. Oh, that's my tongue. There are 3 tiers to the Patreon, which each have their own pretty cool, unique benefits, but all of them are helping me to create better videos, one of them in a very specific way that I'll get into. So let me just lay out those benefits here really fast for you. Let me change the microphones real fast. Oh, perfect. This grace is awesome. You can just click through on the first link in the description to look at all the specific benefits for the Patreon. But honestly, walking through the benefits leads me through the other major announcements that I have throughout this video. But the main things that all tiers will get access to is monthly live Q&As with me just about content, disc golf, anything that you guys want as patrons. And on top of that, since I'm consistently traveling so much and we're definitely going to get into my schedule, I'm going to be doing patron-only meetups, starting not with this meetup, which is happening this Saturday in the Atlanta area, but every time after that, because I've honestly been getting so many requests and DMs and so much that is awesome but overwhelming as just one person who's also kind of actually an introvert. The other benefits that go between all the tiers are different discount levels for disc drops that I'm going to do, which I'm going to get into in a second, as well as access to the Bodanza battles, which I'm also going to get into in a second because there are going to be some pretty exciting changes coming up there. But I think one of the coolest ways that I think I can give back to some of my higher level patrons is at the $20 per month membership point. Anyone who signs up there will get to request a disc for me to review in one of my review videos. And obviously, if you want, I'll be able to shout you out because you are the patron who asked for that disc to be reviewed, but those will be done in order of sign up. So when you sign up, I'll reach out to you and say, hey, what disc do you want me to review? You just let me know, and that'll go pretty much first in line for discs to be reviewed after all the ones that I have shot or the other patrons who are ahead of you. If you're a $5, $10, or $20 monthly patron, that also correlates to the % discount that you're going to get on my disc drop. So if you're a $5 patron, you get 5% off, $10, 10% off, $20, 20% off. And this leads me to my second big announcement, which is literally before sitting down and recording this video. It's 10:50 p.m. I don't think you'll be able to see this, but I'll show you. I'm at a Walmart parking lot right now because I live in a van, but this is literally, oh, you can kind of see me through. That's kind of cool. Hey, what's up? But literally at a Walmart parking lot right now. Have my window covers up at a random Nashville Walmart that I'm sleeping at because I have 2 battle videos I'm filming tomorrow. But that second big announcement is that literally right before I sat down to record this, I sent out my custom order form for my first disc drops. When I initially reached out to ask if anyone was interested in me creating a Patreon, I got a couple people who were saying that they wouldn't necessarily be interested in that, but would be interested in specific merchandise. And obviously, as disc golfers, everybody likes to be spending money, I guess. I mean, myself included. You can ask my wife if I have too many discs. Krista, do I have too many discs?
No, of course not. Was that good?
Try again.
No, of course not.
All right, I don't think we're gonna get this take. And I was thinking, how could I sell discs in a way that makes sense not only for you guys, but also for me, because I live and travel full time. So fulfillment is pretty difficult, and I don't want to have a retail store. My main job before I did this was creating content on another YouTube channel that I have, which is about business and reselling itself, and doing that in a van is just terrible, having to worry about fulfillment. So I thought limited drops are the best thing, not only for me, but also for you guys, because there'll be a limited number of them, so I won't have to continually worry about fulfillment. But if you're interested, you can get a limited edition one-of-a-kind stamp, which will only happen for these in this case, 300 discs, 75 putters, mids, fairways, and drivers, 4 different molds that I'll explain more of as it comes out. But if you are a patron, you'll get 5, 10, or 20% off your whole entire order from that. All the details will be coming out later in terms of pricing and shipping, but I'm going to try to keep it competitive, and with every single order, there will be a mini. But this isn't just something I'm going to do one time, but I'm planning on doing this probably every couple of months, maybe every 3 months, or every time that something significant happens for me, either on the channel or in my disc golf career, as I try to play on the pro tour, hopefully next year, maybe the year after. We'll see what ends up happening. But these are one of the ways that I think will be easiest for you guys to support me and for me to be able to get my discs out there. And so really, this brings me to the last main Patreon benefit that I haven't really talked about, which is in relation to Bodanza battles, because I've gotten so many requests from you guys to do these Bodanza battles, and I've also changed how they're going to be formatted, which you guys will see over the next, not tomorrow, but the day after and the day after that, that I'm breaking it up between front and back nines, and we're doing different challenges between those nines. Because to be honest with you, editing those videos takes such a long time. I'm just a team of one, and it's just more interesting to do little challenge videos that I've always wanted to do. And even though these have probably been the most fun videos to create while I'm out there filming them, the scheduling process, as well as my travel schedule and me being honestly an introvert, makes these very exhausting to create. And as someone who has burnt out before, as I try to pursue really fun business adventures, I want to safeguard myself from that. And so a couple ways that I'm doing that is by breaking the Bodanza battles up into seasons. So right now, like I said earlier about all my content, this is season 1. And honestly, this season's probably going to be ending about mid-December. And at this point, I've scheduled all the Bodanza battles that I'm going to be filming during this initial season, but there will still be a chance to play in these Bodanza battles in season 2, which I'm not exactly sure when that's going to open up, but definitely sometime at the beginning of next year, as I continue to travel and eventually hopefully travel specifically for Bodanza battles. But this brings me back to Patreon, because Patreon is going to have first dibs based on tier level. So the higher tier patrons will have the first access to me reaching out and scheduling those videos. But if I'm going somewhere wanting to schedule one and no patrons are available to do it, I'll for sure reach out to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. So hit that subscribe button, do it, please. But also one kind of fun benefit that I have is I have my Bodanza bin. Actually, I got a comment. Who commented this? They gave me the coolest name for the Bodanza bin. You guys have been commenting so much, and I so appreciate it. I'm trying to respond to all the questions that I get. All of your nice comments, I'm always seeing them. I'm trying to heart a lot of them, but I'm getting too many comments that I don't know what to do with. So I just search for if it contains a question, and I'll answer all the questions. If you have a question, put a question mark and make sure that it's a question, and I'll do my best to get back to it. But otherwise, just know I'm reading almost every single comment. I just cannot get back to all of them. And this video is definitely not all over the place. Why are you laughing at me?
Coherent as your normal 11 p.m. thoughts.
That's fair. Oh yeah, Tim Crook yesterday, but he said the Bodanza Battle Box of Bountiful Basket Busters. So I think we'll shorten the name to the Bodanza Bin, but just know the official name is the Bodanza Battle Box of Bountiful Basket Busters. I can't say that. The Bodanza Battle Box of Bountiful Basket Busters. That just leads me to, at the end of the season, which for me will be in San Diego after I film those last couple Bodanza battles before I head into Mexico. Spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about that in a second. But I'm going to do a Patreon giveaway of all of the Bodanza bin that is left. There might be a couple that I keep for myself, but pretty much the whole Bodanza bin will be going to the patrons, and I'll cover shipping for that because you're already being my patron. But $20 patrons will get 4 entries to that, $10 patrons will get 2, $5 patrons will get 1, and it'll just be a big raffle, and hopefully a lot of patrons will walk away with some discs. And then season 2 will roll over with new discs that I find and given by brands, or just buy for reviews that go into the Bodanza Battle Box of Bountiful Basket Busters. But in talking about San Diego, that really brings me to my content plans and travel plans for the next, honestly, 6 weeks, which is kind of crazy because that's the amount of time that has passed between now and when I had 686 subscribers. Hopefully in 6 weeks, we're closer to that 10,000 subscriber mark. But I'm also, during that time, going on some of the craziest travel that I have. So we're going to talk about travel, and then we're going to talk about my content plans and what you can expect content-wise through all of that. But first, the travel. 15 days ago, Carissa, this is a crazy stat, you were running the Chicago Marathon. The reason she says dumb is because since then, we have traveled through Cleveland, where I filmed the video just outside of West Virginia in Ohio. That's where I just filmed that glitch video that went live the day before you're seeing this. Went through Columbus to visit my sister for a few days. Went through Indianapolis to play a really cool developing course that I'll have some videos about. Do a Bodanza battle, stay there for 3 days. Then we were at a national park the last 2 days, and now we're sitting in Nashville, Tennessee. All that's happened within the past 15 days, and that's not even like the craziest stretch of our travel that's going to be happening within the next 4 to 5 weeks. It's 11:01 right now as I'm recording this. I'm going to try to edit this today so that it can go live tomorrow while I'm filming 2 different Bodanza battles here in Nashville, then driving 3 hours south of Chattanooga, Tennessee, inside of North Georgia to film another video tomorrow. Then we're going to be at Atlanta for 4 days, visiting some friends, filming collaborations, and doing a meetup at 3 p.m. at East Roswell Park on Saturday if you want to come out. I'll have all the information on my community page. I'll have some minis for you if you want to come out to that. But that's literally the only time that I have free during my whole entire time in Atlanta, because after that we're going down to Tallahassee to visit with family, to get my van fixed because there's an oil leak as well as something is wrong with our propeller shaft, and to film another battle video, hopefully all before Friday, because Saturday, Sunday I'm going to try to be in Pensacola and play a tournament blind. I thought I was done with tournaments, wasn't done with tournaments. And then after that tournament, driving 10 hours to Dallas, filming another Bodanza battle, visiting with family and friends, hopefully getting those discs that I just ordered so I can put them up on my website and hopefully sell out, thanks to y'all. And then playing another one-day tournament that some of you guys have said you'll be at, which is in McKinney, Texas, which is neat. Then the day after that tournament, I'm driving 10 hours to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Then we're going to Flagstaff. Then we're going to Las Vegas. Then we're going to Death Valley National Park. And then Joshua Tree National Park. And then December 4th, which is 41 days from now, with all of that, we're going to be in San Diego. Hopefully they're going to film a couple Bodanza battles and just prepare myself, because we are going to be in Mexico for more than a month after that, hopefully doing a lot of training. Daily videos probably aren't going to be a reality. Vlogmas probably isn't going to be a reality for me this year, but don't worry, there's still plenty of content coming, as you can see this week. Next week, I'm planning on having a lot of videos come out for you guys. Honestly, it gets me tired just thinking about it. I'm recounting it, and my wife's eyes are wide open right now, even though she's wanting to go to bed because of how ridiculous this all sounds. That's a lot of what's happening, and during that time, I'm also going to be getting those discs that I hopefully will be able to ship out to everybody. So as I get those, I'm going to be working on shipping it out. Now, I know that this is a little bit different from my normal content, but these updates are important so that you understand how the channel is evolving from like season 1 to season 2. But also, I really want to take this time to say a big and quick thank you to you guys, because if you've noticed, the video that went live right before this one was my video on the glitch versus the Berg, where I created that course and it had my first sponsorship, which would not have been possible without you engaging with the content, liking the content. And I'm planning on having obviously a lot more of those, because they help me to be able to live the dreams that I have, but they also help me to create more and better content, eventually getting some help with hiring editors and people to help me film so I can produce more and better content again, and just investing back in the channel through those sponsorships, affiliate deals. I have links consistently down in my description, so if you ever need to buy stuff through Amazon, definitely please go use my links before you buy that. It won't cost you anything else, but it'll help to support me. Same with if you're buying at Infinite Discs, I also have a link down in the description down there. Obviously, Patreon and disc sales will be really big helps with this, because I'm trying to put as much as I can back into the channel while also just surviving with life on the road and thinking about having kids and going on the pro tour and hopefully buying a house or even just renting. So if you want to become a patron for me, please go head over to Patreon and sign up with whatever tier level, or just wait for those discs to come out so you can buy those and have something tangible that is limited edition. Only 75 of every mold is going to be coming out ever, and you'll get a mini with everything. But no matter what, I just appreciate you so much for engaging with my content, even just by watching it this far, and I promise I'm always going to try to make it better. Here's a YouTube video that YouTube thinks that you will like best next. I gotta somehow edit this video and get to sleep. It's 11:10 right now, and I have a Bodanza battle at 9 a.m. and then another one at 2:30, and I don't want to lose. Well, my camera also just overheated. Okay, it did it again. Love you, bye. Hopefully it doesn't do it soon. Patreon, disc sales, subscribe button, like button. Those are things that I say randomly for no reason. Bye.